No, it's the 20th anniversary of Kick It Out. We just had a chat there from Cyrille Regis and Garth Crooks, the whole lads. So what did you think?
Yeah, it was very interesting, very inspirational, and I think it was good for all of us to sit down and listen to that, because it's not every day we get to see exactly what it was like back in the day, getting abuse and everything like that. But yeah, it was very interesting.
I think it's very important. I think history is important, especially a game like tomorrow, where Laurie Cunningham, the first black player to play for England, to wear the 3 lines on his shirt. A very proud moment for him, and a proud moment for every player, but especially the black players who endured so much racial abuse back in the 70s to actually represent your country. It's absolutely fantastic, and for the FA and Kick It Out to get together and dedicate this game to Laurie Cunningham and struggle against racism is absolutely fantastic.
I think it was very important. Racism was a very big part of football back then, and with the Kick It Out campaign, it's come along a very long way. But until you hear it firsthand from the likes of Cyrille and Garth, it's very difficult to paint a picture of what happened. So it certainly hit home, the scale and the abuse that was given. But a lot of very important messages were involved in that, in the way they dealt with it, and the way they channeled their aggression, into motivation to play well. And I think that's the key with dealing with situations like that. So there's certainly a lot to come out of the meeting. It was great to hear it from 2 legends like that. I
think their mums and dads or their granddads, their parents could remember Laurie Cunningham, but he was a tremendous player, a silky player, a real trailblazer and a pioneer. And I said in there that he was inspiration to a lot of players, a lot of second and third generation of players. Yeah, he inspired them because they saw Laurie Cunningham playing football.
I've been in situations before where I have been abused, and it was very hard to deal with. But I think coming from a man who's been through it during a very tough time kind of makes me feel a bit better about it, because like sometimes you've got to use it as motivation, and you've got to try and push through however much abuse you receive.
And the message that you and both Sir Trevor and Garth also mentioned was, if they do come across this sort of thing, to use their skill and ability to overcome it, and that's probably the best advice you could give to any of them.
Well, that's always the best advice, but there's a vehicle. I mean, you can report it. There's a vehicle now. In our day, we never had a vehicle where we could voice our concerns and our concerns would be taken seriously. But now, with the last 20 years, with the help of the FA and Kick It Out, there is a vehicle that anybody shouting racial abuse, and there's 0 tolerance. So apart from using it as motivation, there's a vehicle to stamp it out.
Like the guys said, there's no better way to respond to abuse than to show people how wrong they are, and to do it in very good performances. And that's a very, very important message across the whole board, really.